All right, morning, morning, folks.
Good morning.
All right, this Government Employees Retirement System of Port Niles, regular meeting of the Board of Trustees for Thursday, September 25th, 2025 is hereby called to order. Have a roll call, please.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Tammin Clark,
Present.
trustee Clark present. Andre T. Dorsey,
Present.
trustee Dorsey present. Vincent G. Liger,
Present.
trustee Liger present. Ex officio member Cindy Richardson,
Present.
ex officio member Richardson present. Ronald E. Russell,
Present. Present.
trustee Russell present. Leona E. Smith,
Present.
trustee Smith present. Wayne A. Colwood,
Present.
trustee Colwood present. Mr. Chairman, there are 6 present.
Thank you. Are there any comments and suggestions from retirees? Hearing none, are there comments and suggestions from active members?
Trustee Chair, I'd like to make a motion at the earliest convenience.
Are you coming in as an active employee?
No, I want to make a motion to go into executive session. I want to amend the agenda to put in executive session the item where we're talking about a personnel matter of trustee removal.
I second.
The discussion is if it could be potential litigation or disclose truly some information and be appropriate for executive session.
All right. So
It's up to the discretion.
all right, so moved by trustee Dorsey, seconded by trustee Liger.
Yes.
We'll call that a motion to move that item to executive session.
I didn't hear what you said. Yeah.
Asking for, we're about to take a roll call on the motion.
Okay.
Trustee Clark,
No.
trustee Clark, no. Trustee Dorsey,
Yes.
trustee Dorsey, yes. Trustee Liger,
Yes.
trustee Liger, yes. Trustee Russell, trustee Russell,
Yes.
Yes.
trustee
Yeah.
Russell. I heard 2 voices.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, trustee Russell, yes. Trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Smith, yes. Trustee Colwood, trustee Colwood, no. Mr. Chairman, 4 yea, 2 no.
All right, the motion carries, the matter will be so.
I didn't hear what you said, Chair.
The motion carries, the item will be moved to executive session.
Yeah, but I wanted to do that now. Move it into executive session right now on the agenda. And I also want ex official member Cindy Richardson to be part of that executive session along with board counsel only.
Made a motion to have the item moved to executive session. That's a whole separate motion now to reorder the agenda.
Okay, I'll make a motion I'll make a next motion, Chair. The next motion is that the board would meet with just the board counsel, ex official member Cindy Richardson in this executive session to be the next item on the agenda.
Moved by trustee Dorsey, is there a second? Motion fails for lack of a second.
Thank you, Chair.
Okay, next item of the secretary's minutes. Are there any edits or corrections that need to be made to the secretary's minutes for the meeting of August 21st, 2025? Hearing none, can I have a motion to accept the secretary's minutes from the August 21st, 2025 meeting?
So
So
moved.
move.
Second.
I wasn't clear. Moved by Smith, seconded by trustee Dorsey. Have a roll call, please.
Yes, trustee Clark,
Yes.
trustee Clark, yes, trustee Dorsey,
Yes.
trustee Dorsey, yes, trustee Liger,
Yes.
trustee Liger, yes, trustee Russell,
Yes.
trustee Russell, yes, trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Smith, yes, trustee Howard,
Yes,
trustee Howard, yes, Mr. Chairman, 6-0.
thank you. Mr. CEO, are there any communications and correspondences? We're ready for it.
No, Mr. Chairman.
Chairman's report. Not, do I have any report, this evening, administrator's report.
Administrators report of September 25th, 2025. Meetings, presentations, and appearances. August 18th, Velocity Migration Executive Committee meeting. August 25th, meeting with senators regarding possible development of GERS plans. August 26th, meeting with Senator Paula Joseph and UBI President regarding bill number 36-0061. August 27th, internal budget meeting. August 28th through September 5th, personal leave. September 12th, our quarterly all-staff meeting. September 15th, GERS steering meeting regarding velocity migration project. Our report with regards to retirement applications for 2025, we received a total of 191 applications, 963 have been processed, 128 remaining for the upcoming fiscal year. We've already received 3 applications, which are pending processing. Contributions, processing, refunds, and death benefits. We have processed through August of 2025, some 91 cases rather, totaling $975,530. Death benefits, we have paid out a total of 10 cases, totaling $410,852. From the accounting department, annuity payments through September 15th, 2025, we paid out $260,548,000, $548,068.44. Number of retirees added to the payroll for the fiscal year thus far, 294. From September 15th through for the September 15 pay date, we've added 15 additional retirees. The number of retirees expected to be placed on the payroll for the September 30th pay date is 7. Number of retirees deleted from the payroll for the fiscal year thus far is 206. Our semi-monthly retiree payroll is presently $11.4 million approximately. We have disbursements presently on a regular basis, 9,667, of which 7,903 are in the territory and 1,764 outside the territory. Our loan portfolio presently consists of 2,623 units. Those are personal loans and mortgages, legacy mortgages, and that amounts to $22,844,443. All loans are performing well. With regards to operations, the St. Croix office complex, a number of routine maintenance matters that are listed here. Unless there are any questions, We won't go through in any detail orally. The St. Thomas office complex, likewise. We have presently a request for proposals for the GERS main complex in St. Thomas for the upgrade of our restroom and lobby rehabilitation and ADA compliance. There's a schedule of milestones attached with regards to that project. Once again, unless there are any questions, it's there for review. We do expect the project to be initiated by November 3rd, and it's a much needed project. At Havenside Mall, we continue to progress very well there. The visitor center is well on the way, and the green space surrounding the visitor center, we've issued an RFP for the development of that space. That was issued on August 18th. We expect for that project to begin on or about October 3rd. We also have an ongoing project with regards to building 3 at Havenside, which is the repair of the catwalk that had catastrophic incident some time back. And we're also repairing the roof of building 3. That work is commencing. It is progressing well also. We have an RFP, or we issued an RFP for the painting of the shop buildings at Havenside. Contractor has been selected and will be receiving a notice to proceed imminently. Right in time for the Whopper power outages that we've been having. Our new generator has been commissioned and is working in accordance with the outlined scope of work during the recent power outages. So that was an excellent development, great timing. So we no longer have any issues with regards to the legacy generator at Havenside that's given trouble in the past. We still have that generator, but we have the as well. With regards to rent collections, we have collected fiscal year to date, and this is for GERS Maine, some $1,337,417. We have arrearages presently of $155,584.65. Those are comprised primarily of the Department of Justice for both rent and electrical. Division of Personnel has been doing quite well, but presently have an electrical arrearage of $25,000 for June and July. Thank you for the good work, Director Richardson, and we do expect that this will be brought current as well. So with that, Mr. Chairman, that concludes the administrative report.
Thank you, sir. Any questions for the administrator? Any questions for the administrator?
Yeah, I have a question, Chair. And this is to Attorney Myers. Attorney Myers, I noticed on this report, VIPD has an arrear of $3,460, 58 cents. The contract you just did with them, Attorney Myers, we mentioned before, we discussed it, going back to the former CEO, that future contracts would have a possible deposit that could be drawn down from because of the late processing of government invoices to pay the rent. Was that considered in this new lease with VIPD that probably hasn't been in for a couple of months? Was that even considered? Was that discussed at all?
Yes, good morning, Trustee Dorsey. It was considered, however, that particular clause was not placed in this contract.
Yes, what I'm asking, did you just decide you're not going to put it in?
Well, I believe that that would also include some sort of legislative approval. Us just placing it in the contract would not really have any teeth. We would have to go before the legislature and request that particular funding in order for that clause to be effective.
Oh, I didn't know that. Board chair, I'm sorry, board counsel, Council Williams, is that what your understanding is?
I was not involved in any of the discussions or considerations relative to that lease agreement. I'm not sure whether if you got to go to the legislature, whether it would be the GRS responsibility or the IPD. I'm not sure how that would work. But if that provision were in the contract, then it would be there, and there's a breach of that provision, then GRS would have to move to enforce it. And if that were done in court, then I assume the government or the VIPD could then challenge it as to whether or not it's a valid or legal provision, as to whether or not that language could be effective without some appropriation or approval by the legislature. So I think there are a number of issues that would be raised. Again, I wasn't privy to, so I don't know what the discussions were, where the GRS said we wanted to put this in and the VIPD objected to it, or how that occurred. I have no knowledge of that.
Okay, thank you. I just wasn't aware of that. From the time we've been discussing this, Attorney Myers, this is the first time you brought up that particular point of view on this issue. But I hear you. I appreciate your answer. Your answers. Thank you.
So note that this is not for rent. This is for utilities, for electrical, which of course unpredictable in terms of what the monthly amount would be. So there's no way that that could be prearranged because it varies based upon monthly billing.
I agree with what you're saying. We can't determine the future CEO, but my point was, in that sense, you've been sitting in the seat. We've had these contracts with the Division of Personnel and the Department of Justice, and for the most part, they've been behind on their payments, as we see today. And we discussed going forward that we would try a different approach, and this is when former Attorney Smith was in the seat that Attorney Myers is in, and we said we would look at that. So even if we had a $10,000 in that account, at least we'd be able to cover what we're looking at today as a drawdown. That's all it was. It wasn't trying to predict the future on that particular side, but it was to help the system since we're still in insolvency, because we seem to have a position where we're always behind when it comes to these particular agencies under our watch. That's all it was.
Any other questions for the CEO regarding the administrator's report? All right, next item up, committee reports. The budget committee met on September 23rd, 2 days ago, reviewed the budget for the GRS system as well as the Haven site, fiscal year 2026. Made one for tweaks, and those items will be voted on later on in today's agenda.
I didn't hear what you said, the last part, Chair. What did you say?
The budget for Haven site and for GRS for fiscal year 2026, as discussed in the budget committee meeting 2 days ago, will be voted on by the full board later on in today's agenda.
Okay, I have a point of information on the budget for the GERS itself. So my question
on the committee reports, the budgets are item further down in the agenda. When we get to that item, and we'll entertain your point of information.
Okay.
Treasurer's report.
Okay, I will share my screen in just a minute. Good morning, Board Chair, other trustees. This is the Government Employees Retirement System Schedule of Receipts and Disbursement. for the month ending August 31st, 2025. Receipts from collections. We have loan repayment for the month of August. We collected $751,463. Year to date, $7.2 million. Rent from tenants, we collected $100,697. Year to date, $1 million. Employer retirement contributions, we collected in August $10.9 million. Year to date, $95.4 million. Employee retirement contributions, $5.8 million in August. Year to date, $48.4 million. Miscellaneous, $392,531. Year to date, $2.7 million. Total collections for the month of August was $17.9 million. Year-to-date collection, $256,293,761. We have disbursements, annuity payments, $23 million. Year-to-date, $255,540,121. Administrative expenses, $1.3 million. Year-to-date, $17.4. We have refund of contributions, $1.1 million. Year-to-date, $10.6 million, for total disbursement for the month of August of $26.2 million. Year-to-date, $287,682,693, for a net cash deficit for the month of August of $8.3 million. Year-to-date, $31.4 million. And from the portfolio, we have withdrawn thus far $150 million, and our administrative expenses were 77% of budget. For the Havenside Mall, we have total collections for the month of August of $602,902. Year-to-date, $5.8 million, and we have disbursements totaling $855,237. Year-to-date, $5.7 million, and for the month of August, we have a net cash deficit of $252,000 and a net cash surplus for year-to-date of $143,537. And for the month of August, thus far, we have expended 71% of budget. That ends the treasurer's report.
Thank you, Mr. Jeremiah. Any questions for the CFO?
Oh, boy. I'll just say for the record, Mr. Jeremiah, good job as usual.
Thank you.
I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
So moved.
So moved.
Moved by
Second.
trustee Dorsey. Dorsey, seconded by trustee Clark. Roll call, please.
Yes, trustee Clark,
Yes.
trustee Clark, yes, trustee Dorsey,
Yes.
trustee Dorsey, yes, trustee Liger. Trustee Liger. Trustee Liger.
I'm here. Yes, yes, yes.
Trustee Liger, yes. Trustee Russell. Trustee Russell.
Yes.
Trustee Russell, yes. Trustee Smith.
Yes.
Trustee Smith, yes. Trustee Colwood.
Yes.
Trustee Colwood, yes. Mr. Chairman, 6 yes.
Thank you, sir. Next up, thank you, Mr. Jeremiah. Next up, the
You're welcome.
investment officer's report.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, trustees. This is an update of the investment portfolio as of August 31st, 2025. I'm sorry. Just to give an update of some highlights of activity in the quarter. We saw domestic shares advance as pretty much every major index posted gains, led by small cap stocks. And this was against the backdrop of several headwinds, including a weak labor report, tariff concerns, and persistent inflation. Despite these negative indicators, investor optimism fueled the prospect of policy shifts and robust corporate earnings, which played a key role in supporting equity markets. On the international developing market arena, both Eurozone and Japanese markets were up for the month in August. The Japanese market was particularly up about 4% in August, and they were supported by a weaker yen as compared to the US dollar and stronger corporate earnings. Emerging markets also saw positive returns in August. They were also supported by a softer dollar, but lagged behind its developed market counterparts. And on fixed income, short-term US Treasuries performed well, although there were pressure on long-term bonds as due to fiscal spending concerns from last month's budget bill and fears about the Fed's independence. Corporate market bonds showed solid performance, with the US corporate benefiting from stable environment and fewer tariff concerns. Overall, the plan did well for the month. Our total plan was up 2%. Fiscal year to date, the plan is up 10.2%. Again, I'll remind the board that this performance number also includes our Havenside property and our raw land. Total domestic equity returned 2.8% for the month. Our Russell 1000 index was up 2.1%. Our Russell 2000 index, which had strong performance for the month, was up 7.2%. On the international equities front, total international equity returned 3.7% month to date. Our developed market equity portfolio returned 4.3%, and emerging market returned 1.9%. As pertaining to fixed income, total domestic fixed income was up about 1.3% month to date. Our investment grade bonds returned 1.2%. Our TIPS portfolio returned 1.6%. We saw a 1.3% return in our high yield bonds for the month, and we did get a little return from our cash in portfolio at 0.4%. Total alternatives was down slightly at 0.4%. As it pertains to the cash flow and the market value of the fund at the end of August, we ended that month at approximately 485 million. We started the month at about 495 million with a net cash flow of about $20 million. Negative income of about 244,000. We did have an unrealized appreciation in the portfolio of about 9.9 million. That brought us back to the ending market value of approximately 485 million. We did have to raise some funds in the month of August. We raised 20 million. Those funds were allocated as followed: 11 million from domestic equity, 4.5 million from our US TIPS portfolio, 2.5 million from our US high yield bonds portfolio, and 2 million from our investment grade bonds portfolio. And again, we use those cash flow transactions to rebalance the portfolio accordingly. As it pertains to investment management and custodian and consulting fees, we didn't pay any fees for the month. Year to date, we're still at $326,000 calendar year to date, and fiscal year to date, $425,000 we've spent in fees. And just a breakdown of the public market investment expenses so far. Again, we are paying a relatively low basis point on fees at 0.03%. If you look at the allocation per market value, domestic equity, we are about 157 million at the end of August. Developed market equity, 70 million. Emerging markets, we have about 23 million in assets as of the end of August. Investment grade bonds, we were about 88 million. US TIPS, 42 million. High yield bonds, we were about 44 million. Real estate, and again, this just includes the Havenside Mall and the The lands, we were at about 55 million. A private equity, about 4 million, and we had about $650,000 in cash in the portfolio. Mr. Chair, trustees, that concludes my report, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Henderson. Are there any questions for the investment officer?
Yeah, Mr. Henderson, I'd just like to say you did a very good job as usual.
Thank you, Trustee Dorsey.
If you have no questions, can I have a motion to accept the investment officer's report?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by who of us? Trustee Dorsey,
Second.
seconded by Trustee Smith. Our roll call, please.
Yes, trustee Clark,
Yes.
trustee Clark, yes, trustee Dorsey,
Yes.
trustee Dorsey, yes, trustee Liger,
Yes.
trustee Liger, yes, trustee Russell,
Yes.
trustee Russell,
Yes.
trustee Russell, yes,
Yes.
trustee Russell, yes. Trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Smith, yes, trustee Colwood,
Yes,
trustee Colwood, yes, Mr. Chairman, 6 yes.
thank you. Okay, thank you, Mr. Henderson.
You're welcome.
Next item up, approval for fiscal year 2026 budgets of the GRS Board of Trustees and the Oversight Hall. Trustee Dorsey, we have appointed information regarding these items.
Yes, before we vote, I wanted to speak to the trustees in executive session related to the fiscal year budgets for the GRS and the Havenside Mall. Because it pertains to the personal individual salaries and increases being proposed. So I think we don't have it accessible to the public yet. So I guess this is not something we can talk about publicly in a regular session. If we can, I can continue, but if we can't, that's fine. I also noticed on that spreadsheet, there were some positions that had monies allotted to them with no names. So I needed clarification on that as well. So if I can, I'd like to do that in executive session as well, trying to get clarification on that as well. If not, I can speak about it right now. Chair?
Mr. Okay. Okay, okay, so let's go to executive session. So I need somebody to make a motion to go to executive session.
Well, my motion would be to go into executive session, to speak about the personnel matters. Also in executive session, I'd like this to be with just the trustees, the board council, unofficial, I forget the name, for Cindy Richardson, the director of HR, to speak about it.
I was attempting to read the motion.
Sorry?
I was attempting to read the motion to go into executive session.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. Okay. The motion will be to go into executive session. For this portion of the meeting will be closed to the public for matters pertaining to trade secrets or financial or commercial information, or personal or legal matters or matters whose premature disclosure will frustrate the implementation of the proposed agency action. I need a mover.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Clark, seconded by Trustee Dorsey. Have a roll call, please.
Yes, trustee Clark,
Yes.
trustee Clark, yes, trustee Dorsey,
Yes.
trustee Dorsey, yes, trustee Liger,
Yes.
trustee Liger, yes, trustee Russell,
Yes.
trustee Russell, yes, trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Smith, yes, trustee Colwood,
Yes.
trustee Colwood, yes, Mr. Chairman, 6 yes.
All right, let's recess for 1 minute. We'll start with the budget item to remain. That's what I would